Hey y'all, welcome back to Makeup with Allegra, and today I'm going to show you guys how to, do 2 ways of making your veins come alive. That doesn't really sound, I was trying to figure out how to say it, but how to make vampire veins, zombie veins, all those fun stuff. So the 2 ways of doing this is with eyeshadow palettes. You could just use any pigmented palette. And the other way you can do it is with an alcohol-based palette. And this is my favorite way of doing it. So I'm gonna show you both ways, so let's get into it. So first thing I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it on my arm to kind of have like an easy way to know how to do the veins, because your veins are right here, duh. Your veins are there. So what you're gonna do, which is gonna sound weird, is you're gonna like pump your hand just so you can get your veins to show. So you have kind of like a, to make it look natural in your veins, so you can, blend it on in there. So the first thing I'm gonna show you is with the eyeshadow palette, which is the first way I ever did this. So, okay, so you're gonna want some very thin brushes, very like fine brushes, because we're gonna make these veins happen. So first color you want to get into is a blue purple kind of color. I don't know if you can see it. It's very like it's a purple blue color, so yeah. So what you're gonna do after you kind of see your veins, what you're gonna do is you're going to kind of make a oh my god, I can't. Just to get the idea of the veins, and then you can kind of like blend it on in so it's not so bright, because like now you can barely even see it. So I'm just gonna keep like following my natural veins, and we're just gonna keep blending out, which I'm using my finger to blend this out because it's just easier. So yeah, and then you want a little bit of that darkness. So let's say right now we're gonna go with some vampire veins. Okay, you got those reds, those a hint of yellow. So we kind of got this vein showing here. So just keep following it, kind of mapping out. There it is, mapping out the veins. I'm just gonna keep pumping my hand to get the veins to show, and then you can add more veins. It's just to get the idea of the veins that you already have, so it's not like too crazy, like, yeah, making it work. Oh my god. So I'm gonna grab a blending brush, which you can actually use a blending brush to blend this on out if you don't want to use your fingers for this. And I just think it's way more oh, there's some red on here, which is fine. I'm just gonna use my finger just because it really just blends it on out, so it's not so bold and very bright. So that's the idea we have right here. If you don't like the shape of how the veins are going, even though it's supposed to be natural and unique in its own way, you can always fix it up, add little tiny veins in between, which would also work. So I'm trying to get all my veins like this, so yeah, just blend it on in. And then you can go all the way up to like your whole arm you can do. I'm just doing the veins that I can actually see right now. It's like very faint. So there's like the idea of the veins, okay? So now that we have our base of just like kind of, what's happening right now, we're gonna go ahead and take a very, oh my god, if I can get it, a very thin brush, very thin. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to get into some red. So I'm going to get into this really bright, if you have dark red, that's perfect. Or you can mix red and black together whatever you feel like. So I got some red here. I'm going to tap that a little bit so it's not a lot. And we're going to make very fine veins. So it's just like very faint. Can go as like, that is crazy, but just like you barely see it. Like I can't even tell if you guys can see this right now because it's very faint. As long as you can see it up close, that's all that matters. I'm just kind of blending this on through. If you have any really bright spots, you just blend that in. Not an issue. So we're just gonna just blend that out. For vampire veins, I'm adding a little bit more of that red because, you know, they're looking for blood, whatever. So it's, yeah, so we're just kind of just going with it right now. We're bringing it out, like, on the outside of it. And I'm going to grab some more of that red. We're just going to make sure to blend this out. And you want to get an even amount of red veins. So, yeah, that's what you're doing with your life right now. Look at that. Nice veins there. So, and then what I am going to do is add just a little bit of yellow, which works for this. So I'm going to grab a little bit of this yellow. I have two, like, yellows here. I have, like, a mustard yellow and this, like, or, like, I have no idea what these two yellows are, but we're going to go in for this, like, more mustard color. Okay, that's better. So we're going to shadow it a little bit, just on the vein. And like I said, very, very faint. Like that. I was kind of outlining the blue, so we have a little bit of that, you know, discoloration, a little bit of that realness there, just like so. Like I said, you can continue it on down more. I'm just kind of going with it and just doing it more like basic. So we're just gonna add a little bit more all around here, bring it up to here. And that's really it. So that's really how you make veins. I'm gonna show you real quick how to do it with the alcohol-based palette, but that's really how you make the veins happen. It's really simple, and just if you know your colors and you know like what the veins will look like when they're above the skin, when you can see them through your skin. So that's really it. But yeah, it's very faint. You have those little bits that are very bold and like they make the illusion that they are showing. So I'm gonna show you real quick on this arm. Yeah, we're gonna have veins popping on both arms. So just how to use it with the alcohol-based palette. So same colors, have this like blue color. With the alcohol-based palette, it's easier to mix together. So that's great. So blues, reds, yellows. So we're gonna just spray this to get this ready. Man, I really like it. Okay. So same brushes, very thin, very small. So, okay. This is gonna be hard doing it on my other hand. Okay, we're gonna go with it because I want to show you guys. So, like I said, pump your hand, get the idea of where your veins are. Man, my veins are weird. So you're gonna grab a little bit of that blue color, and what you're gonna do is just outline it just like you did before. With alcohol-based palettes, you want to use your finger and blend that out. As soon as you apply it, blend it out, and because it dries quickly, so you want to make sure to blend that. If you need to, spray some of the activator on your finger to blend it out easier. I'm just gonna do that. So I'm just gonna be able to blend it. Oh my god, there is red. Just like so. So we're just gonna keep going with the blue. So we're just gonna continue with outlining this stuff. So just keep outlining it. Honestly, I like the eyeshadow veins better because it's very like natural. But this is just another way that people usually do it. So like I'm just gonna continue following, blend this on out. It's really difficult to do this with the alcohol-based palette. It's really difficult. But the key to this is a lot of activator to get this going. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna bring it up my hands. Just kind of like that. It's looking a little, but it's, as you can tell, I'm not really a fan of using this, so I don't do this method a lot. I like just using eyeshadow palettes, but we're just gonna go with it. It's that type of thing where like you want to get this together before it dries, but if you do, then it like just rubs off. So yeah, so it's kind of just like that. Not so we're gonna go with this, okay? So again, key thing is a lot of activator, so I'm going to add more. Probably shouldn't be adding it on here where all of the other ones are. Okay, so we're gonna continue and grab some more of that activator, and we're gonna just blend that on out. Blend, blend, blend. We're gonna save this, okay? I recommend using eyeshadow palette. Like, I recommend that a lot more than alcohol-based palette, because it's just not really a fan of it. But hey, do what you want. If you find this easier, then go for it. So I'm just gonna, I'm not really seeing a lot of veins on this arm, so if you don't, just go for it. Just kind of like make up your own, but of course don't make it be too crazy, but like kind of just make up your own kind of veins. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Just a little shadow. That's what's great about this, is you can do some shadows with this. You can just use whatever's left on your brush with the activator and blend it on out. And yeah, so we're just gonna do that as a base. Very bold, very like you can see this. So now, same thing on this arm, we're gonna add our red. Now in this palette, we have different reds, so I'm gonna go for more of that darker red. So, use more of this dark red, mix it up. And like I said before, we're gonna make small veins. So very like that. And you're just, well, it just, I don't really like how this one looks, and you want a very steady hand. I'm shaking right now, but it's fine. Make it work. Just kind of blending it on in. gonna kind of bring it down here. Like that one right there that I just did. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that one I just did, like, that's how I want it to be. All these other ones are looking a little bit weird. So, yeah, so we're just gonna add just a little bit more these veins. You can maybe add them just like in the middle just to kind of soften it, so it's not so like out there. This is very like, it's not bad, very bold. So now, just like on the other one, we're gonna add that little bit of yellow, which this palette actually has a really nice yellow that I love. So let me put that up. So I'm going to grab a little bit of that yellow, and we're going to again highlight. Oh yeah, this may be the thing that saves it. Just add a little bit of yellow, make it very faint, very faint. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Okay, so add a little bit more throughout the veins here, and that is it. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. I made it look as good as I can get it. So that is how you make veins happen. We got both arms here. Eyeshadow, alcohol-based palette. I really like the eyeshadow palette a lot more. I think it's more natural, and you could do a lot, like it's easier to blend than the alcohol-based palette. The alcohol-based palette, you're really good if you can use that for this. I don't like it. So that is how you make veins happen. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which method you guys like. I would love to see your guys' posts and which method works for you and your veins that you guys make. So go ahead and tag me in your posts on Instagram. I would love to take a look and see what you guys do. So make sure to tag me in it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this experience. So I will see y'all next time. Bye.